Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is PsychoGold, this is PsychoGoldVideos, and we will be checking out One Punch Man episode 10. I've really got to get better at remembering these episodes. No, it's not 10, it's 11. See, it's a good thing I checked. Episode 11. Last episode was pretty good. We had Saitama doing something, but it was mostly spent, for me at least, the bits I remember are Garo taking on or being pretty much obliterated by the A squad. And by that I mean a squad of A tier heroes that were actually doing a really good job of countering what he is actually good at, i.e. fighting. But they had like a team composition that was perfectly complementing each other and countering him in the process. Now, I know that people have been going crazy for episode 12 because I've seen it everywhere, like the thumbnails of people's reactions, so I already kind of have been spoiled, in inverted commas, that I am going to get my wish that at some point Bang is going to show up and attack Garo, but I don't know if that's this episode or next episode, and I kind of wish I didn't know that, but I do. So unfortunately people put it in their thumbnails, which I can't blame them for, because obviously I'm a couple weeks behind, but I have absolutely no idea how he's going to get out of this current situation, so I am very excited to see this episode, and I just hope that it doesn't cheat. And what I mean by that is like we'll see the fight for maybe a couple minutes, and then the whole episode will be spent doing something else, and then it'll go back to him, and barely any time will have passed. And I really hate it when anime does that, when it's like they get around having to show you the bits that you actually want by just then not showing it to you at all. And everything else you're seeing is kind of like happening in parallel to what you saw last week, and it's kind of like, But one way to find out, let's give it a watch. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, well, it's carrying on from where it left off. Ideal. Oh, okay. So he's, oh, so if they defeat him, yeah, they'll show up the S-Class heroes. That's hysterical. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to succeed. It makes me laugh, because he wants to become a real monster, and hilariously, that's what the Monster Association is offering people. And yet, because he's isolated himself, no one's offered him the position. Sorry. That's just funny, because Justice Fire Kick is pretty much what I just saw happen in Fire Force a minute ago. The Earth Rotation of Doom. Whoa, hang on a minute. Damn. He suddenly found some new strength. Jesus, how is he suddenly moving that fast? Nah, he's doing some weird thing. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. He suddenly, like, energized himself somehow. He must be using some ability that he's been holding back. What the? Did he just pull roots out of the ground? Oh, this is going badly very quickly for them. Oh, damn, look at all the power in him. What did he, like, what was he before then? Whoa, what the heck is that? Saitama to the rescue! There you go. A lot more people than we realized have met him. The amount of people who are, you know, like inspired by him. Yeah. Damn, man. He is using that skills that he was taught so effectively. That's that water move we saw earlier. He's like properly leaning into it now. Oh, okay. He's deflecting all the bullets with his water. Yeah. Instead of dodging, he's just pushed them all around him. Jesus, look at everything else, though. Oh, he looks pretty wrecked though, not gonna lie. I'm not convinced you have him as cornered as you think. Oh, I understand his motivations. Well, that went as well as I expected it to. Somebody did call for help. So who turned up? Is that? Oh, okay. Okay, that could be interesting. Yeah, you wanted an S-class hero, Garo. You got one. And he's just had that big, powerful upgrade too. Oh, the man. I gotta admit though, Garo's pretty impressive, all things considered, given that, you know, he's injured, he's fought people after people, hero after hero, and he's still somehow going. Oh! Genos, you're faster than him! Ooh, just! Damn! Yeah. Not this time. Okay. Yeah. I know many friends of mine who felt that way when they were fighting me in a fighting game. 81 wins and 0 losses. Love it. His face. I was gonna say, I love the way that he's so concerned for Genos. You think he'd be more worried? Oh, okay. He's gonna go check it out. But I don't think he's trying to run. Wait, what? He's mimicking Watchdog Man. He ripped his arm off. Wait, what? Genos can use his arms remotely now? That's a pretty decent upgrade. Especially considering that the amount of times he gets disarmed. Pun intended. What the? Why is his hair turned red? Is that just his blood? What? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, okay. So the Monster Association has heard of him and appears to be coming to help. Oh, he's still not interested. Oh, okay. Because last time they came and helped him, or last time he arrived, should I say, he was like, no, which is understandable, but since then he's kind of been all about trying to become a monster. And Garo now has a new person. Oh! There we go! About time he turned up. Whirling wind, slashing steel. Oh! Okay! I'm gonna say, Garo could barely stand, man. This shouldn't be a fight. But I've got a funny feeling it will be. Bang looks exactly the same in the flashback as he does now. Yeah, he's gonna be conflicted through the whole fight, isn't he? Because he still thinks of him as a son. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be the end. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was One Punch Man episode 11 for season 2. Very, very good episode. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I expected it to not focus so much on the fight between Garo and everybody else. So the fact that it did, I was really happy with, because sometimes a lot of anime, they tend to, like I said, they cheat, they build something up, and then the next episode you think is the one where it's going to happen, and then they don't. They do something else for the episode, and then it ends on pretty much the exact same cliffhanger as the last one, and it's like, oh, okay, so it's the next episode that we're going to get that, but they didn't do that here, which I'm very happy about. Obviously, Bang turning up at the end and with Bomb was great. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing episode 12, which we're going to watch in a minute. The fight between Genos and Garo was great. It was kind of like they're evenly matched, but you don't know if that's just because Garo is injured. But either way, the next episode is called something along the lines of like the cleaning the disciples' mess or something like that. So I don't know if that means that Saitama's going to show up or what, but if he does, then we already know that this fight is pretty much over with. So we'll have to see what happens next, and we're going to do that right now. So sit back, and if you need to go and get yourselves a drink before the next one, feel free to do so, because I'm diving in right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yeah. Garo's doing about as well as I thought he would to begin with. This battle is about to explode. Yeah, see, I would like to agree with you, Genos, but if that was the case, they wouldn't be building up to this. Whoa, what the hell? He had like a red eye glow then, just like Garo did. Damn, man. That was the face of horror. I think, but I'm not convinced that Bang might be pissed at him. Damn, look at that drawing, animation style. Oh! Bomb just appears from nowhere like, nope, get your ass over there. I kind of wish we would have seen that though. I mean, I would really like to see Bomb's like fighting style more than just one move. Cleaning up the disciples' mess. Oh, it might not have been referring to Saitama, of course. It could have been referring to Bang. Oh, they're going to attack him together! What? I was going to say, you're pretty screwed. You wouldn't want to fight both of them at the same time, would you? His memories of this are very trippy. I was going to say, it doesn't look like he had the greatest of friends in inverted commas. Okay, so this is obviously leading to him suddenly finding strength to keep going on, isn't it? Yeah, that's not playing heroes, that's just bullying. At the end of the day. Oh yes, a teacher that won't listen. That's hilarious. That was the one good thing I always had in my school. We had a lot of situations like this, but if a teacher was ever like that, and they were on occasion, where they just weren't interested, if they were ever daft enough to make that threat of I'll talk to your parents, I was like, I dare you. Because unlike most parents, I know that mine will take my side. So I dare you. Ring him. Yeah, here we go. Now he's going to suddenly find his second wind. Jesus! Oh, so he literally... Okay. Damn it, man. So after all of that, we're not actually going to get to see that. Whoa! Oh, that thing's back. Damn. If that thing could tank that Bray, I don't know how on earth they're going to defeat it in the long run. I mean, look at it. That thing is ridiculous. Bang and Bomb are really quick when they want to be. Whoa! Yeah, I reckon she'd rip that thing to shreds. But you've already defeated Metal Knight. Interesting. Oh! So Blast has already nearly defeated him properly in the past. So where is Blast then? Because we haven't actually seen him, I don't think. Have we? Whoa, they're working together like completely in sync. I love it. What the hell? Oh, they can combine their attacks together. That's so cool. They look possessed, man. Did they just knock him over? Whoa. Okay, so when you have to fight the two of them together, yeah, that completely changes the game. Oh, they're not done yet. Can't help but notice the similarity of the name either. They're Bang and Bomb, and he's trying to pull out Blast. I almost feel like Blast is related to them somehow. Oh, of course, you can only use it once. Of course. But it looks like it's done its job, man. He is cracking. Yeah, the shock is going through everything. Hang on a minute. Yeah. It's not dead. You only destroyed its exoskeleton. What the? Oh, that's what those other things are. That's why it looks like... Yeah. I did wonder that. Damn it. So they technically did defeat it, but it immediately basically regenerated. Wow, okay. I was going to say, you've still got to go for his face, though. It's the only weak point he has. But if he can regenerate and, like, basically molt his damaged shell, I genuinely don't know how you're going to beat that thing. I mean, obviously, if Saitama shows up, the answer is he punches it. But I don't know how anybody else is going to beat that thing, or how Blast defeated him. Just going to go straight through him? Oh! Yeah, okay. I mean, you're definitely hurting him. Damn, he ripped his... What the hell is that? Where did that come from? Ah, see, he's regenerating as fast as he can damage it. And there goes his body again. Oh, okay. So he's... Oh! He regenerated him... What? Never seen him do that before. Must be part of his upgrades. Whoa! See, Genis is so powerful, man. In any other show, Genis would do well. Unibeam! Yeah, he's destroying him from the inside out. Brilliant. I really, really hope that Genis was actually going to get that win then. I was going to say, I definitely don't know how you're going to run away from that thing. King! I'm guessing he's just turned up with Saitama. Oh, good on you, King. You're doing something heroic. Oh, yes. Always rely on a gamer to have great trash talk. Here comes a decent punch. At last. Bye-bye, Sentachiro! You see that? He's disintegrating. Just said it so openly. I was gonna say, that's like, I don't think anybody can attain what Saitama has, somehow. And just like that, let's go home. Wait, was that the last episode? Oh, okay. It feels like it was. I thought there was 13. I'll have to check in a minute. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was episode 12. Didn't realize that that was the finale. Does explain why the episodes were so hype, but it's one of those things where I genuinely did think that there was going to be an episode 13. So now that I know that that was the final episode, that's kind of changed my opinion on the episode as a whole, because they left a lot of stuff open there. I hope that there is a third season. I personally don't have a problem with that show, as I've said before. I know that there were a few episodes that weren't as good, but overall I think JC Staff did a good job. I thoroughly enjoyed the show. I'm sorry if I'm in the minority, but I did. So that's my official stance on it now that we're at the end of the show. Which, yeah, feels like it was over very quickly. That said, I did obviously enjoy the episode. You guys have just seen my reaction. Overall, I think that it was a great ending episode that allowed us to see well, it gave me what I wanted, which was us to see Bang and Bomb do some cool stuff. Genos got to have some cool moments as well. We also got to see this massive centipede that has kind of been in a lot of the episodes that were in this season, but never really... He's always been like this overarching threat, along with a lot of the other monsters, which I'll get to in a minute. But the fact that we got to actually see him come back and be this huge, big, powerful threat that they keep saying he is, and, you know, we've seen other heroes deal some damage to him, but to see Bang and Bomb come together and basically kill him, only to then realize that actually killing him is a lot harder than that, and that he was able to regenerate, and then Genos basically did the same thing. They both essentially beat him, and then he just shrugged it off and was like, yeah, you can do that as many times as you want, I'll keep healing. And that's kind of like, oh, come on, man. It does make you wonder what Blast did, though, in order for him to have to leave/retreat. I honestly can't remember if we've seen Blast at all, or if we've seen him very briefly, but I don't think we have. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what Blast is like, because I know a lot of people have said that he's very powerful, but then a lot of people told me that King was very powerful, and that nobody could beat King, and that turned out to be everybody having a nice little joke, which obviously now I could appreciate. But in the first season, I was expecting King to be this big, powerful engine of destruction, you know, with the King engine. And it turns out that that was actually not the case at all, and it's all in the minds of other people and of the monsters, which is hysterical. Especially when you hear people like the woman that was organizing everything at the Hero Association, and she said, you know, as he was leaving, I started to hear the King engine rumble, and it's like, you did? Because it doesn't actually exist. I mean, it's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. I love the idea that they've come up with, that they basically invented a power for King, because that's the only explanation they could come up with, that he has this King engine. But seeing him actually do something heroic in this episode was really nice. The fact that he got to be what drew in the centipede, and then Saitama obviously stepped forward and let off some steam by quite literally obliterating Syirenko out of existence. Yeah, that's the kind of force that everybody else wishes they had, especially at the moment with these ridiculously powerful monsters that keep showing up. I mean, Bang and Bomb and Genos, they all could have defeated him if he didn't have his healing ability, or his whatever, however you want to describe it. I'm going to call it a healing ability, but you guys know what I mean. And the fact that Saitama can just hit him so hard on his own and just literally take him out of existence, and I doubt that was even him being serious, and it was just angry, and it was just bang, and you know, no more. That said, there's still a lot left open, as I said. I thought we would see more of Orochi and his army of monsters. We've got quite a few monsters who have been in this series that managed to survive and will be in the next series. Like the girl with the whip, whose name escapes me, and a couple of the others that we saw from the attack. And obviously, Garou himself is being taken to see the Monster Association, so I don't know if that means that he's going to eventually give in and become a monster, or if he's going to basically refuse. He'll work with them, but he won't actually take the power of the monsters, because he wants to prove that he can beat the heroes with just that, his own skill, basically. That said, though, Genos did, you know, pretty much state that there is no way that Genos could actually beat Silverfang. You know, he was completely and utterly decimating him, and when Ballman showed up as well and they worked together, it was just a one-sided fight. But then Garou dug deep and found some power that neither one of them were expecting, and he literally leveled the floor. So there's clearly something else inside of Garou that I don't think is purely down to his martial arts. Maybe he does have some latent inner power, and combining that with the water, or flowing water, whatever it's called, technique, is why he is so damn scary powerful, compared to just being like a normal martial arts student who's learning these really advanced techniques. But that's just me spouting off theories. I don't actually know if that's the case, obviously, and I probably won't know until we get a Season 3, assuming we get a Season 3. I have no idea if there's going to be one. I don't think one's been announced yet, but if there is, feel free to let me know. Either way, I thoroughly enjoyed both Episode 11 and Episode 12, so Please let me know what you guys thought about them. They were just amazing. I loved seeing everybody fight Garo, and Garo fighting the other heroes, and Bang and Bomb, and then Genos, or Genos then Bang and Bomb rather. And yeah, we still haven't had a situation where Saitama has to fight Garo one-on-one, because I think they've pretty much told us who's going to win that fight every time Saitama has basically flicked Garo away, not realizing that he's the hero hunter, and Garo has been knocked out both times by no real effort on Saitama's part. So that is still in the back of my mind when Garo is this big powerful dude. It's like, you are, but you're not. If you enjoyed this reaction, feel free to give the video a thumbs up. If you are interested in supporting the channel, getting early access to content, or just seeing anime uncut, then it might be worth you going and checking out the Patreon. The link is in the description below. If you want to join a Discord server where we chat about all sorts of things, but we also talk about anime, then that is also down in the description below, and other links to other things that I do. But that's going to be it for me for this episode. Sorry I haven't really gone into the sort of dissecting the episode as much as I normally do, but I think the reactions speak for themselves, and in all honesty, especially episode 12, I don't actually think there was that much there to dissect. It was just hype and great moments that were very entertaining, and I think it delivered everything that it needed to deliver for me. I was satisfied, and I think that's what this show is really good at, in my opinion. But obviously, if you guys have a different opinion, I'm sure you'll let me know. But that's going to be it for me. As always, my name is PsychoGold, and I will see you in my next video. PsychoGold out.